they're doing. So that's just a little touch of heaven on the NHS, right?
I found Ruth in March 2008 when I was diagnosed with cancer. From the first time I met Ruth, I knew that she could help me and I didn't want to let go of her. All the way through my treatment, I used to go and see her every week, and she helped me through it. If it hadn't been for Ruth, I wouldn't have got through the treatment as well as I did. It's strange, really. It just sort of calms you down. It makes you. I just feel that I can cope with everything much more than if I hadn't meditated. I try to do it every day.
I'm Matt Seymour, and I'm the Professor of Gastrointestinal Cancer Medicine here at St James's in Leeds. And I know Ruth really because, as an oncologist treating patients with cancer, I've always found it important that we've had somebody in the team who's been able to provide that extra help. Well, meditation is different for different people, and I think for some people meditation is simply a process of relaxation and of being able to find some space to actually allow their thoughts to take shape. For other people, I think meditation may have other connotations, and that varies from person to person. But I think the important thing that Ruth has been able to do for our patients is to give them that space for self-reflection and for regaining control. And I think control is really the really important thing. People feel loss of control when they have cancer, loss of control when they're being subjected to treatments, and actually being able to take some personal responsibility and control back themselves has been the crucial thing, I think, and that's something which Ruth has been able to provide for people, or to help them to provide for themselves, perhaps would be a better way of putting it.
It's restored my positivity. I felt that I'm reassured and more in control of my own feelings. There's nothing to be frightened of. I came into this feeling very vulnerable and disempowered, and I'm already feeling empowered and able to help myself. There's nothing to be scared of. You're not being used, you're not being taken for a ride, there's no financial gain for other people. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain.
My advice to anybody who's given a diagnosis of cancer, and this is very easy advice to give and hard advice to accept, is to try and slow down a little bit. Obviously accept the diagnosis which the doctors have given you, but find some other form of meditation practice from somebody like Ruth. I mean, I'd strongly advise you to come and see Ruth in the Bexley wing, obviously, but certainly find somebody who you can work in a group, who can teach you how to pace yourself during the course of your treatment, because most cancers require either surgery or radiotherapy or chemotherapy or a combination of all three. Hospital staff, no matter how well they try, are very busy people. They can't always spend as much time with you as they want. Ruth can spend quite a bit of time with you, although she has got calls on her time. And basically, Ruth doesn't necessarily have to be with me for me to enjoy her meditation.
Everybody has the power to heal. We're healing each other all the time, even when we just give a smile. And there are lots of people who have that power, or have cultivated that power to a greater degree, and they can actually go out and give an healing effect on people. Energy goes out, you're helping each other. The collective experience of the meditation is that much stronger. And Ruth, in her own very, very humble, very simple way, has done a great work in moving this forward.
I remember when my mum first started being a healer or working as a healer, and I had a bit of difficulty with it because to me, she's my mum, same I suppose as my kids aren't particularly impressed that I'm an astrologer. And it took me a while before I began to really see what she was doing for people. There'd be a lot of people would talk about the difference she'd made in their lives or the impact that she'd had on them and the experiences that they'd had with her. And I was always a bit like, yeah, whatever, Mum, you know. And then gradually it became clear to me that no, she has a power, she's got a gift.
It just comes out from my boots sometimes, and I don't know what I'm saying, but then when I do the groups, I start every group I run with a little talk first, and everybody says, oh, you know, it was wonderful, and I think, well, what did I say? I've no idea.
One of the things that many people who enjoy meditation will say is that it's not really something that is to do with you as an individual. It's more a way in which you become aware of how connected you are to the whole universe. And they'll also say that within us there's an entire universe as deep and as vast as the endless cosmos of the sky. So I would rather like to feel that all powers lie within us, but most of them lie dormant. We don't know they're there, and I rather feel that what my mum does is help people release their own healing potential. Whether she takes something from the outside and puts it into them is, I think, questionable. She may, but it's also possible that what she does is puts into them a sort of awareness of where they can find that healing energy within themselves. I think the most important thing about meditation is that it helps you recognise that you really are alive. It's a strange thing that we're all alive, but we often don't recognise it. We're so caught up in what we're trying to do, what we're trying to achieve, and where we're trying to go, we don't notice the fact that we're breathing and that we're conscious and that we exist and that all that's a blessing and a gift. And anything you can do in life which stops you for a moment and allows you to recognise that you've got that gift is a good thing, and it's to be cherished.
My name's Veronica Bowden, and I'm the General Manager of the Healing Trust. The National Federation of Spiritual Healers was founded some 50 years ago by Harry Edwards. We are the largest healing organisation within the UK with over 5,000 members. Ruth Kaye was the pioneer in introducing healing into the National Health Service some 20 years ago. Firstly at the Cookridge Hospital in Leeds, and now at St James's Hospital here. Through her calm dedication, Ruth has shown what it's possible to achieve within a healthcare setting. It is my positive endeavour to strive forwards and introduce the St James Hospital model as an NHS standard. With the power of positive thought and with pure caring intent, we can continue to harness the universal energy that surrounds us and provide natural healing for the greater good.